So I guess if we are ready, we'd like to get started. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to this town hall meeting this evening. I appreciate Assistant Fire Chief Golston for opening the place up and allowing us to come, as well as getting the message out about this town hall meeting. This meeting is designed just to hear from you all at this time. Recently, we just had an election here, you all know, and looking at the voter turnout, it appears to me that something needs to be done in this area. So today, I'm just here merely to listen to you, not to talk, not to say anything, but hear your concerns and what you think I can do as a commissioner to make this community better. What can I share with other commissioners? I'm just one vote, but obviously we missed the ball somewhere when I looked at the vote. So going into this new term, I've been elected. I want to get off on the right foot and want to work with you all and take you all with me as we try to answer any issues you might have. So we're in office. So now I want to hear from you. What can we do to make this better? We're not talking to you. Can free to speak about whatever you want to, you know, about the past and say things. But I'm not focusing so much on the past. I'm focusing on the future, how we can come together and move forward to do what we need to do in this district and in this county to make it better. That's the focus of this, is just to hear from you all. And you can just come one by one. And I'm not responding, I'm just listening. I'm here with a listening ear. I'm going throughout the county with the same ear. Listen, others have other concerns in other parts of the county. This is just my first stop. I'm at Walton Chapel tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and I'll be going forward to hear from the citizens of Bullock County, digest what you're saying to me, and see what we can do, and then I'll present what I feel are some solutions of what we can and cannot do. So I'm just open now to hear from you all. Now, I hope you have one of these cards, because this is a way to access some of the events that are taking place in the county. You look at this, we need citizens to be informed. You can go to these websites, you can look at the meetings live on screen and start letting everyone know exactly what we're talking about to keep out the confusion so you know what we're doing. We want to let everybody know what's going on in Bullock County. So I had this presented so you can see it. So with that being said, I just want to listen one by one, just whatever you have to say. We're only going to be here a few minutes and listen to you, and we're going to digest what we have. Caleb Dennis is videoing this. If I miss something, we'll have it. I can look at it, and I can see what we need to do to address the concerns you have in this community. Obvious you have some, based on the vote. Okay.
Come on up
Anybody? Who's ever first?
I started out.
Okay, Mr. Golston, Fire Chief, Assistant Fire Chief.
You take County Road, Fitzpatrick Road up here. That thing ain't been paved in umpteen dozen years. County ain't taking care of it, bush hogging the sides of it. Its grass is this tall. In fact, the county ain't taking care of nothing much around here. That's one thing.
I second that.
And on top of that, the road needs to be paved. It ain't been paved in years. I'm talking about years and years.
I think I was a little bored last time, folks.
Huh?
I think I was a little bored.
Yeah,
God, that was
probably
forever.
Well, I'm talking about,
You know,
I'm
40
just
years.
kind of bringing everything up. So, you know, if anybody's got anything else to say, jump in there and let it be said. I'm a big mouth. I'll just tell it like it is. I don't care. You know.
John, one thing we got.
Well, thank you. Is he through? Is that it for you, Mr. Golston? I said, were you through? Were you through? Was that it?
Well, I got something else, but yeah.
No, let's go one by one.
Somebody else.
I'm making a note. Let's go ahead and we'll go to Billy.
Over here on 7, you go past Greenwood, and it's almost a gravel road. You go from Greenwood to Greenwood to 82, it's almost a gravel road. Am I not right?
You are absolutely right.
All right.
All over the road the same way.
So, we're getting pushed to the side, and ain't nobody opening their mouth and saying nothing. Well, I'm telling you, my mouth's open and you're going to hear it. So,
Billy, you next?
The main thing, the other day I looked up on Bullock County Commission. And it had John McGowan, it had Johnny Adams, and it had Don Larkin. And it didn't say a thing about Mr. Marlowe. It didn't even have his name in there. And I mean, the county, somebody's supposed to be responsible to put his name in there, and he can't.
What website was that? One of these?
Little county commission in Unit 3. Little county, the four commissioners of Full County, and it had 3.
I've already jumped on him, so.
You have to scroll down, it's on the page. You have to scroll down.
I'm just listening. I'm listening. I'm taking notes. We'll look at it and address it. So,
Commissioner, can I just something?
Commissioner Marlowe, I didn't acknowledge Commissioner Marlowe.
Yeah.
This is Commissioner Marlowe's district. We're in it. I called him and told him we was having this town hall. So come on, Commissioner Marlowe, just say what you'd like to say.
Just one thing about anything about any complaint, road need fixing whatsoever. I'm hard push driven by doing a work request. We have a number that you can call and put a county work request. That's the only way I know something is going on in the county. By us not being commissioners in our district and having a home base in our district, I don't touch the day-to-day operation of the county, seeing what roads are being maintained and things like that. I don't know until I get the reports back from our engineer on a monthly basis. So if we don't call that number and put it on in writing, you can give me a call. I'll call it in for you. And that way I can follow with our engineer and ask why this hasn't happened on Fitzpatrick Road. What's going on with this? Why this hasn't happened on this end? I love a paper trail and I love accountability. So I can give you that number.
I got a picture trail.
Picture trail, okay. And that number is 738-4466.
Commissioner,
Wait,
with all due respect, we have elected the commissioners to make these decisions. We're not supposed to be out riding the roads. You are supposed to be doing that. You are supposed to be putting those work orders in.
Mr. Klingler, if you
are in
would,
charge of this district.
hey, if
Yeah.
you would, let me hear your concerns. I'm here to hear, not to discuss and debate and go back and forth. What are your concerns about this district that you have? Now go ahead, let's share.
We're voicing them.
Come on, I want to hear him. I call this so I can hear him, so I know what to do. Okay,
We are voicing.
bring it to me.
Our job is not to be out riding roads and making recommendations. You make the recommendations to us. Is that a complaint? Is that a comment? Is that a back and forth? You nothing. You're not going to answer it.
I'm listening. I got that.
Well, good.
I got it.
That's good.
Okay, I got it.
Can I say something? In the past, we know how to we had a district system. We
don't have a district system
It's
now.
unit. Everything is in Union Springs right now. I don't have access to that. We just purchased a vehicle. As a commissioner, I could actually ride the district like 1 week ago. So I've just started doing that. You're right. It is the engineer's job. We hire the engineer to do
Right.
exactly what you just said.
Right. But you,
But-
the engineer works for y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
engineer ain't gonna do nothing that y'all ain't gonna let him do.
Exactly.
And that's the whole problem.
That's right. That
You
is
put
a
the
major
squeeze
problem.
on the engineer, he said, I tried to get it, they ain't gonna do it. Well,
Well, I want to go back to what I came here for, and that's to hear from each and every one, and let's stick with that so we'll know what to do and how to do. What happened in the past and what's been done, that's done. We just elected, we going forward. So what would you like to see from us is what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear from you all. What you like to see.
That's
What,
what they're telling you.
I'm
We want
listening.
the roads taken care of.
Okay, I got that. Who's next? Yes, sir.
Several weeks ago in the Herald, they had a list of all the roads in the county that were to be paved under that, I can't remember the amount of money. Is there a schedule so we can sort of expect what order they'll be paved in and when we might be able to expect? Because from the Macon County line on County Road 7 to the Pike County line, it's like riding a wagon road. I mean, it's terrible. And I know that 7 was listed as being paved, but there's nothing else been said about when or, if 10 years, 2 years, 5 years.
And we see a lot of activity down here on the other side of the county.
yeah.
Lots of paving
Midway.
activity. We see nothing up here. You don't need to respond to that.
No, I'm not responding. We've got 3 years to get those roads paved. I can't respond to that. Those that you saw in the paper, we have a 3-year time frame to get all that work done.
Is there any priority list as far as what gets paved first, what gets paved last in the 3 years?
I didn't want to go back and forth. We'll get to it. The priority list is not established, but it'd be done in 3 years, all of them. That's in the grant.
Are we gonna be up towards the top of the list or the bottom?
You're always at the bottom.
Let me know where you want to be, and I'm going to try to get you where you want to be. That's what I'm coming out here to see. You want to be at number 1. That's what I want to know, where you want to be. You want to be number 1? I'll take that in consideration. That's what I want to know, what you want. Got to give the people what they want. I saw that vote. I got to give you what you want.
Want to be at the top.
Want to be at the top. Okay, I got it. You want to be at the top. I got to work with everybody else to see if you can get at the top. I'm one individual. Takes a vote to get at the top. You want to be at the top. Okay. Someone over here?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So does the the Bullock County Commission have like a research assistant or someone who researches money that's given to the state that can be dispersed to the county to help with things like internet coverage? I know the state of Alabama was given a lot of money recently, this year, in order to provide that coverage to more rural areas. And I just wondered, how would the commission find out about that money? Do y'all have somebody that checks on it?
I heard that. I'll respond to you. After I do these meetings, I'm going to respond. I'm taking a note, and everybody get the response,
Okay.
across. I want
I
to
just
just,
wondered.
that's a question. Research, what do we have?
Right.
And I'll make
How do
sure
you- how do
that's
you
answered.
find
I'll make
funding?
sure that's answered. Yes, ma'am.
How does the Bullock County find funding for different things that
I
are beneficial?
understand. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
I do. Yes, ma'am.
You said you had 3 years to pave the roads. That's starting with what date?
With that particular grant, from the time we got that money in, and that was last month or so, 3 years from that time frame to get the roads that were identified in that loan package. 3 years from the date that we got the money, and we got it a month ago or so.
I think it was a month ago that you got it.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
What about the courthouse? What's the status of the updates on the courthouse?
You concerned about the courthouse? I'll report on the courthouse, without,
Are you gonna report to each person individually?
I'm going to report in the Union Springs Herald what I hear from these meetings. I'm going to give a report back so everyone have access, and you can see it on this information I got that you got, and you can see the report that I'm going to give. I'm taking the question in the courthouse, status of the courthouse. I'll give a full report on that as I see it.
There was a contract for the lights, right? But that person's not, is that person not, I understand there's a basement's full of lights that haven't been put up, is that right, or?
Street lights?
No.
No, ceiling lights.
There's issues related to that. I didn't want to get in a back and forth. I just wanted to be here 1 hour and hear what you wanted to see done in this district. That's the focus. What do you want to see?
I would like to know too, why does the entire county vote for every district instead of us just voting for our own?
Great question there.
And you're gonna address that in Harold also?
Well, it's just a few of us. I really wasn't going to get caught into this back and forth. I've been saying this all along. District representation is the best representation. But see, I don't want to get caught up in talking. We can talk all day around here. I want to be just to hear what you all had on your mind, and I hear that. District representation is what you're talking about
Is there
here.
another county in the state that does it like this? That's countywide, or are we the only one?
Very few. There might be 2 or 3.
Well,
District,
We haven't always done it that way.
yes, you have. Always.
But I
Always.
think it needs to be changed too.
Right?
Because I'm not familiar with the person running in Midway. I'm not familiar with the people running down in Smud Eye or whatever. I want to know who is running my district.
That's right.
I don't even know Mr. Marlowe here. I've never heard of him.
But it's good to see.
Well, that's what citizens have to do. You have to get out and solicit what you want. Come and let people know what you want. And like I say, I didn't want to really get into it, but I agree.
Yeah.
So you just got to come. You got to let people know what's on your mind. That's why I'm
We
here.
want to vote on that.
Pardon me?
I think it'd be great for the county to
Well,
vote.
you got
on
to
that.
bring it. There's a process to bring it to the
Just
commission.
vote.
Let them know how you feel. You know, these long 6, well, see, I can
But we
start
have to
talking.
bring it to-
I'm ready for politics. I'm ready. But I just want to hear from you all right now.
Well, that has
So
to go to
I want to let
legislature.
y'all know that
Had to go to legislature.
I was elected. I'm going back, get started on the right footing. I want to be ready to do what you want done. And I'm ready and willing to work for you. That's what I want you to know. I'm ready, and I've been there. And the record speaks for itself. You can look at the minutes how I voted on every issue I voted on. I don't think you would have did too much different from me. But about that, what do you want now going forward? And we're going to keep this conversation going. We're just talking now. But I'm open. You're going to have my number. You got that. Contact me. What do you want to see going forward? I'm wide open.
Well, main thing, when we talked to Jason DeShabo, the engineer, he's saying I can't do but whatever they tell me to do. So if he's out here to run these districts, he needs to be out here and checking on them and doing this stuff instead of trying to put the book on somebody else.
Billy, you need to be running this thing because I work with you. You get it done. You get done what we asked to be done. No joke, I mean, aside, Billy Golson was awesome with the city of Union Springs. Everything was. I'm not getting out. Anyway, what would you like to see done? What are some of the other things that you'd like to see? Now, I've heard about the roads and paving, and we've addressed some of that. And I've heard about the schedule of when they're going to be fixed. I've heard about redistricting and trying to get everything like that. I heard about the courthouse. What are we doing around historic courthouse and stuff like that? And I have some ideas about all these things, but I'm just not sharing them all here now because this time frame was just to hear from you all. It's dedicated to hear, ma'am.
Internet coverage, please.
Okay.
Even more so than that, how is the garbage pickup situation going to be handled? I don't know if that's been touched on or not. If that came a little late.
No, it hasn't been touched garbage. We'll be working on that garbage. You'll be hearing about
We're
garbage.
fixing to lose it here at the end of July.
Uh-huh.
It's not that far away.
Yeah,
No, that's not that far away.
we know this. That's coming out. We'll be coming out with that garbage.
And is that the responsibility of the commission? Excuse me. The garbage pickup is the responsibility of the commission.
Can we expect garbage to continue to be picked up after July 1st?
July 31st.
31st.
I mean, July 31st.
Sure you can.
You gonna be doing it?
I might have to. No. It's going to be done.
Get my camera.
Let me bring up something else.
Yes, sir.
Enforcing the garbage service. It's not being enforced. People that are supposedly required to pay for garbage service, right?
Right.
But nobody's enforcing anything about the ones that are not. And I just don't understand how a garbage service can bid on a contract and not have any idea how many people they're missing, how many people are that are supposed to have garbage service that are not having it, which is actually cut their income quite a bit.
Exactly right. If we have a minute after I hear all questions, I might speak to garbage in a minute. You know, I wasn't going to speak to anything, but I might speak to garbage, my position. And like you say, with one vote. I mean, you look at me and just watch how I vote. I mean, there's other votes that go along with everything we do.
Well,
You know.
there's 2 votes here, right?
Well, we got 2.
Yeah,
And we got, and the chairman's there. He breaks the tie. Chairman Ellis is here, listening in. So
That's
you got
3
2 here.
votes.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else from anyone pertaining to this district? I just looked at that vote and I said, there's some issues out here. Something needs to be done. We're not satisfying the people in this Fitzpatrick that vote in this Fitzpatrick booth. Something we're not doing, and I want to know what it is. And I want you to be sharing fair. There's some misunderstanding, something that's going on right, so, in my opinion. So I just want to know what we need to do to assist y'all going forward. Because we're in. We got this 6 years to work, and we got to work together, make things happen, and we're going to be working. So that's a sign of leadership there coming out right now. When I see what's going on, I'll step out to see what's happening and not just say, oh, I won, and go another way. I'm coming to see what you need, what you want. How can I assist you? That's why I'm here.
Well, now, Commissioner, I have been going down and making pleas to your commission for about 3 or 4 years about the roads. And so we're sharing information with you, and it's falling on deaf ears. We're not getting anything done.
If everybody got through, I'll respond to Mr. Klinger if you don't mind. You came. I went to a meeting. I came back with the Alabama a loan bank to address the roads, and your road is on that list. I went out, found the money to address what you came to talk about. You should be pleased. The gas tax, your road is on that list to be paid. You came. I acted. I went to a meeting, come back. Alabama Infrastructure Loan Bank, the $5 million we got, address your road in that. I don't know what else you could ask about. Your road is addressed in that to be paved within the 3 years. But I had to go find the money. Money's not there. All the commission, we had to vote on that to do this loan project to get these roads paved where other money didn't qualify to do. And so we did that.
Appreciate everything you do, and we will toast when that road gets paved.
Yeah, love to.
But realize that these people in here are guaranteeing that loan. These are the citizens of Alabama, and the state of Alabama is bringing that bond
That's right.
issue. Right. So thank us for guaranteeing the loan that you're going to use the money and spend.
Well, thank you to get your road paved.
You
Thank you
well-
for paving your road. Yes, sir.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well,
But thank you.
Yeah. That's what you came for, and that's what we went out and did.
I came for that and all the other roads around here, and I just kind of wondering, I'm hearing a rumor that we're going to have these dumpsters around the county to dump our trash in. Is there any truth to that? Good.
Everybody, are there any other questions? It's not 6:30. Not any other questions? Well, what we're going to do, we got to have to get together on this garbage. And it's each individual, we got to come up with a plan, and that's something we have to work on. Now, I got a commissioner and a chairman here. Now, I've got a plan. American Rescue Plan money is coming to Bullock County. We got $900,000 the first round. Ought to be $900,000 if not there today again. Now, I haven't expressed this to anybody, but I'm thinking we should set aside $200,000 of that, gas is up and everything, to deal with garbage service, to give relief to the people here. Contract some trucks to do a pilot run, pick this garbage up in the county ourselves for 1 year, and then once we get everybody identified, and then we can bid it out. If it's too expensive to do, we can't do it, but we have a golden opportunity to do this now that way. Now that's something I'm thinking about, because everybody needs a trash can. In the city of Union Springs, Billy Golston can attest. He was there. It's on the water bill. Every citizen in Union Springs, they got a water meter, they have a garbage bill. That eradicated. Anybody not looking, you don't have to go searching or nothing. If you got a water bill, we need to ask South Bullock Water to put this on the bill. It's not fair for you to pay, your neighbor don't pay, and all these people don't pay. See, I rode the garbage truck prior to when all this came up, and I looked at who was paying, who wasn't paying, and talked to the guys on the truck. Number of people not paying. Got cans not paying, and they just putting it in the cans and stuff. Everybody's not on it. So we got to do something about that. The way to do it, if South Bullock would put it on the water bill, don't take no cans up. Give everybody a garbage can. You got a responsibility to pay your garbage bill. And we could do a pilot project that way, Commissioner and Chairman, and we could probably do something, because it's something to think about. See, I'm thinking about this all the time, and that would be a way to go.
Isn't the county in the red about $250,000 from the previous garbage experience?
That's on financial stuff and laid up and down. I didn't buy that when they sold me that can of worms. You know, it was back there. People didn't pay, but you're not gonna collect that. That's done. That's dead. I'm talking about going in now and doing something. You know, yeah, they had about that much amount of money. They say they hadn't collected and stuff. Well, that's done. Start collecting now. You know,
How's it gonna be different this time, though?
everybody on the system, and you get it in. And once you get up to the amount, if South Bullock is collecting, they miss it. Okay, you owe this. Take it to court, and you get it. You know, you get everybody in line to do it. You know what I mean? You got a track record of who owes and who don't owe. You're not skipping around and looking around. You know.
What's the procedure to get the water system to start billing it on?
Well, they close today. Call them in the morning. I'm not calling in the morning to see what is the problem, why we can't do this. We talked about it once before. Why can't we do this? And then that's where the citizens come in. You want everybody paying it. Go to South Bullock Water. We appoint the members to South Bullock Water Board. And if we appoint the members, we ask them to maybe consider what we want to see done. See, Dixie Electric manages and handles South Bullock Water. You know, they manage to do it. And I don't know what the reluctance is, but that's the way. And then if they don't do it, commissioners, then we got to get enforcement on, hire more folks and run our salaries up and then take money away from roads and everything else to do something. But we're a small county. If they would just cooperate and do that, we'd be good to go and we could see. Now it's going to be high. You see what gas prices are. But if we take 200,000 of that American Rescue Plan money, put it over there for garbage, get garbage cans, and every household got a water meter, and everybody pays, we can go ahead and do something about this. It ain't no rocket science. I mean, you know, we can do this. And if that don't work, we're gonna put our heads together and see what else might work. That's my idea. But then we got 4, 5 more that's gotta pitch in on this. So, but I do have an idea.
Well, here's my question. This is ending July 31st.
Right.
That is in 2 months.
Mhm.
That doesn't sound like it's gonna come together in 2 months. So what are we gonna do in the meantime when we don't have garbage pickup?
If we go ahead and approve the American Rescue Plan money and go and lease trucks, I've got trucks on my phone that we can lease, the lease payment for a year, lease trucks, we can go lease trucks and start picking trash up tomorrow if we decide to do that. We don't have to wait, we can go ahead and start picking trash up.
So you're gonna get the 900,000.
I don't know, that's coming, that's American,
that's
yeah,
what-
that's coming.
that's
We
what
gotta
I'm asking.
decide if we wanna use any of that to relieve, people that's been paying these garbage fees and do something. And if we can do it, see, I think we can. You have to spend this money appropriately, but I think we can. And then go
What
and
if
get some
they
trucks
don't
and
pay
start
their-
picking it up and putting cans out. Have them out by the end of the month. If we wanna move, we got a meeting coming up soon, all we gotta do is move on it.
How long does it take if somebody doesn't pay that water bill for action being taken against them?
All these decisions would have to be made, but with a running record, if we had it there on the water bill, just tabulate, whatever it takes. We'll get it eventually, you know what I mean, take them to
Well,
court.
that's part of the problem, is they're not getting it. Places like
Well,
that.
I mean, we'd have to work that out. I don't have the answer to, you know,
There's a
exactly.
lot to be worked out.
Yeah, there's a lot to be worked out. I don't know how we gonna do
And
it.
what
That's
percentage
just
of the
my
county,
idea.
what percentage of the county has well water instead of city water, county water? What do those people do? Do they just get it free?
I think, well,
I'd say that's a small.
that's a small, anybody on well water, I don't know. I think, you know,
I have it now, but not well.
you got the city water, county water too. I don't know anybody that have water to the house.
Oh, there's quite a few people actually that don't have water to their house. in
Yeah.
Willoughby County.
Okay.
Quite a few.
Okay.
That water just doesn't come down that road, actually. More than you think. It's not a large number, but it's more than you realize.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that, yeah. I thought it was pretty much 100% talking to them, you know, yeah. It took a while to get there, but we're coming there. If we're not there, then that's the goal, is to get water in every household. Because that's the EPA rules and stuff, you know.
So let me make sure I heard correctly. If something is not in place for a garbage pickup company of some type, then we will have leased vehicles. The county commission just say you get leased vehicles.
I don't know, I can't say. I said I had an idea. This is commission decision. I don't know about this garbage. I just had an idea about what I was thinking that we might could do. That's just the idea I have. I don't know what in the world we gonna do. I can't say, because I'm just one, see? That's the thing. You put the finger on one, that's why I want you to look at the meeting, see how I vote, look at everything and see what I do, and hold me accountable for what I do. Don't hold me accountable for what somebody else do. If I'm representing your interests and I say, yeah, don't hold me accountable because it's not done. You know, hold me accountable for my single vote on that commission. That's why I get because just look at what's going on and hold me accountable. That's what I'm asking for. And I'm ready to go and work with you. And I want you to hit me up and let us know what's happening.
You have to have a permit to burn trash.
You sure do to set fires and stuff. They have all kinds of requirements about burning
Well, it's
trash.
actually-
But I'm not into that. You know. Yeah. Ask your fire chief. You're standing next to him, assistant fire chief there.
I got a question. This may have been asked. I got here a little late.
Yeah.
I know we got some grant money to repave our roads out here, and it's been approved and all that's supposed to be good. No, my question though is, with the price of asphalt going out the roof, are we sure there's gonna be enough money to get them done?
No, you're not sure of anything that's there.
Okay.
You're not sure of anything. And see, that's the thing. You're talking about doing things. Not only that, we got a few more minutes.
How
Man,
is it
everybody-
decided who gets paid first?
Probably.
Right, because I'll be honest with you, I drive this county all day, every day. Okay? And I've seen roads being paved on the other side of the county that's in way better shape than ours. I mean, a lot better shape. And as I know this has been discussed, but that's my concern with the price of asphalt. Asphalt's a petroleum product. Price of gas goes up, asphalt goes up with it. And that's my concern. We got this grant money, we're gonna pave some roads. Well, they getting with it on the other side of the county, just like normal, like they always do. And I know they've all been voted on and it's been approved, but where are we at on that list of when they get done? I know that they all on the list of to get done. Are we at the bottom of the list? Are we halfway down the list? Where are we at?
The list hasn't been defined yet to us. It has to be done in 3 years. It's in the engineer's hand, but the loan agreement calls for this work to be done in 3 years. It's gotta be done.
So in the past, how did the commission decide which roads get paved first? How was that decision made?
The engineer makes recommendations to the county on the condition of the roads, and he brings those recommendations to the commission. He really does, and that's who does that. And he brings the recommendations, we accept them or approve them. If you got one you won't pay, like, I've been in 6 years. I say I want one road paved. This one road, 52 out of 6 years. Road Commissioner Fred Crawford, the first black commissioner in Bullock County, lived on. I said, if anything, I want, in 6 years, it hadn't been paid yet. And that was my one only request of the engineer. So how do you do anything? It's on the list now to be paid. It's been bid. It might get paid next year. But that was the one request when I stepped in office. I said, Jason, I said, this man did an awesome job. He was the first African-American county commissioner. I want to pave this road. I want to have a celebration about it with his family. It's ragged than any road in Bullock County. It hadn't been paved yet. So you can't control the engineer and what's going on. Now, if I'm a commissioner and can't get a road paved, that says a lot to me. And I'm very disappointed.
Well, who does control the commission?
Who controls the engineer then?
Yeah.
As a whole, it's a body. One vote. The body controls it. The body
Where is
controls
this
it.
guy? I wanna meet him.
The body.
So everybody has to vote.
The body is broken.
Jason DeShazo.
Where is
He works in the Richard Stone Armory Complex.
But now that's an example. You're talking about a road. I had one request as a commissioner. I didn't get my request in a whole 6-year term. So how disappointed am I? I didn't get my request in a whole 6-year term of one road, about 1 mile and 3/10. That's the frustration. We share it all. You know, I didn't have a one request. Now,
Well,
oh boy.
who controls
The engineer.
engineer? Who
The
controls
the commission controls the
Commission
engineer.
body. When we meet once a month. Once a month.
Y'all need to meet
We
twice a
need-
month to
And
get
then whatever we decide on and vote on, that's what's to be done. You know, and we don't meet again for another month. And then whatever we decide and vote on to be done.
Well, you know how we feel down here, and
Yeah, I know. That's what I want to know.
we're tired of getting shaft.
I'm here. I'm listening to you, and we're gonna see what we can do. I got these concerns.
Have you got cutting the grass on there? I have a big
Yeah.
ditch and it's,
So, yeah, grass cutting was mentioned on the road from Mr. Tommy Golson first go round. And Mr. Grass paving and grass cutting on the roads. Yes, I do have.
Where are y'all at now?
Fireman?
Where's the county cutting roads right now?
Oh, I'm not sure. I can't answer that question where they are now.
I got another question. Would you as a commissioner be willing, you know, the Macon County Commission and various other commissions meet, they alternate out where they meet at, and they meet in each district throughout the year. Is that something you would be willing to do as a commissioner? You think that's a good idea, that maybe y'all have an actual commission meeting, maybe here at the fire station or somewhere else, and we alternate out and have them in different places throughout the county?
You bring that to us, and we consider it. I certainly consider it as one. I consider it. I've been to
consider it.
Montgomery.
I'm not asking
I've been to
consider it.
Montgomery, meetings all around.
I don't think that's something you should consider. I think that's a simple question, yes or no.
I say I would do it. I say I'm one vote.
I know, okay, but
Yeah,
would
yeah.
you
Got my
vote to
Yeah,
do it?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was asking. Thank you, sir.
Commissioner, that's my recommendation in November, when we set our time and date for meeting. That's gonna be my recommendation in November 2022, that we change our place of meeting in different communities and different times. Because 9 o'clock doesn't work for everybody. We set it in November, we won't change it that
Have
one
one,
time.
maybe have one of these then. Chairman Ellis, you think that's a good idea?
I think we want to fight it.
Well,
I
I
like it.
suggested a 9 o'clock. Most counties meet twice a month. One in the morning at 9, and one in the afternoon. You know, we talk.
Right.
I've said all along, we don't get together to talk enough. We
Right.
only once a month meetings. We need to meet twice a month.
You know-
But they need you to come up and say that, because I've been saying it for 3 years.
I
We need to
think-
meet twice a month.
Okay, I think a good idea would be, and like I said, this is something as commissioners y'all would need to talk about, but I think a great idea would be for y'all to meet. Let's have an evening meeting where everybody can come. I mean, working folks like me, we can't always come to no 9 o'clock meeting. But we have an evening meeting after hours like this, 6, 7 o'clock. And we can all bring our concerns that we have. Everybody in the county's got concerns. We can all bring our concerns. We can take notes of them. And we have one meeting where we don't vote. Y'all don't vote on everything. We just take concerns, and you take concerns from the county. And then the next meeting y'all have at 9 o'clock, y'all can talk about it and y'all can vote on it.
I'm gonna bring it on the agenda and I'm gonna vote for it. I like it. Been liking it a long time. I like it. I like it. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming. All right. I mean, really. And we got to stay together. We can't just talk now. This is just coming to hear you now, but you might think of something else. And anything you think of, bring it by me. Believe me, this commission meeting once a month, what else you doing? We don't supervise employees. We don't supervise Jason or anybody else. Once we meet and set for that hour or two, then we go on our separate way. I mean, we gone. We don't tell anybody what to do. Don't have any supervisory powers over anybody. Say do anything or nothing. We check in. I ain't got nothing but time to serve people. I've been doing it a long time.
How about the commissioners put their cell phone numbers in the paper so people can reach them?
Right.
Instead of you call the office, it don't go through. I mean, so put your cell number out
You
there.
are a commissioner. You know why it don't go through those.
Because those are county cell phones.
Yeah. We need to improve our systems there too. Okay.
Don't y'all have county cell phones?
Yeah.
You have a county issued cell phone?
Yeah.
Is your number on public record somewhere?
Yeah, it's on the Facebook page and stuff. The county phone. But my number's out there. I put it everywhere.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
Everybody's number needs to be posted.
Yeah. How to reach? Yeah. And we need to be in touch. We can't do this together. We're not rocket science. We need to hear from you guys. We need to hear from everybody. That's why I'm going around the county. We need to hear. Somebody said, well, I elected you to do it. Hey, we don't know everything.
You can't do everything.
We don't know everything. You know, input is important. That's what that's about.
I have one little comment. I would like to see what Jason, the engineer, has on his priority list.
Yeah.
This needs to be done, and then see what the commission approves on that priority list. Because if the engineer was here, there may be some finger pointing, you at him and him at y'all.
Right.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs to be public.
Well, everybody needs to ask him what his priority list is. We've been asking that for 3 or 4 years. Where your priorities at? Where are they?
I know where they ain't.
So you say the engineer, I mean, is that public? Where's that information at? Has he got it wrote down somewhere? Is that something y'all can post somewhere?
That's the reason the engineer was hired about, 10 or 15 years ago?
Yeah, it wasn't quite that long.
To take it out of the politics.
That's right.
What hadn't happened.
Right.
Because they hire him. They pay his salary. Right or wrong?
Exactly right.
Right.
We fire him too.
Right. Consequently, he's gonna do what they tell him to do.
That's true.
He hadn't paved that road I asked for 6 years. I asked to pave one road. He hadn't done that.
That's your ace in the hole.
He hadn't done that.
That's your ace in the hole.
He's not doing what I
Always
asked him to
come
do.
back on that.
Yeah, that is my stuff. He hadn't done what I asked him to do.
Why?
Otherwise, they ain't done a whole lot of other stuff. I got 18 votes out here. I'm through. Yeah.
But it does take.
Well, look, I just want to thank y'all and stay engaged. Now,
monitor and
because I'm serious about what I'm doing. This business is serious. Bullock County
I'll let you.
challenges ahead. See, what I was going to say is the wage increase and everything. Everybody's hiring employees. I see an employee over here, Mr. Monday. We going to have to satisfy salary increases and everything else as it go. Our budgets are going to be stretched to the limit. We got to be physically responsible. You know, we got to be physically responsible. We're going to have to maintain good employees. We're going to have to pay them. They can go anywhere and make more money than what we pay in Bullock County. Don't want you to go nowhere because we love you and you're doing a great job. But if you go to work every day, you can make money. You can make more money than what we're doing. So we got challenges at budget time. We got a lot of challenges ahead. And it's going to take all of us together to understand where they are. We can't do everything you want done. Money is always an issue. We're going to have to see what we can do with what we got. I'm a farmer, for y'all don't know. I grew up, I milk cows every morning, 7 days a week. See, y'all don't know that. See, and every day I milk cows 7 days a week. And went in that farm till I left zero. Chopped that road and took that cotton and did everything. So I got a work ethic like that, so I want to do it. Man, thank y'all so much. Just stay in touch, man.
Thank
And
you.
I want to say something. It's nothing to do with you or anything. I want everybody to know. It's just as a announcement.
What's your name?
Andrew Ellis. Last night in Union Springs, Wyatt Hubbard, he's actually a fireman here. Truck got broke into. They stole a rifle out of his truck. And through our Bullitt County Neighborhood Watch Facebook page, if you're not a member, you need to be. It's and we only accept Neighborhood Watch posts. There will be no politics, anything like that on it. But he posted about it this morning. Through the community effort of people who saw that page, we have tracked his gun down. All his stolen. One of the stolen guns has not been recovered. One of them has. There was a gun, a thermal scope that's worth more than the gun. And it was tracked to a pawn shop in Auburn today, and the suspect is in custody. So that's something that interagency Union Springs Police Department, I don't think the sheriff was involved. They might have been. If so, I don't know about it. But it was a really good job. But it was all come down to tell somebody something. In Bullitt County, some people are frustrated with. We feel like the law enforcement, they're underfunded. They feel like they're doing all they can do. But there's a lot of people got broke into when we had a problem. They didn't report it because, well, they ain't gonna do that. That's what everybody thinks. But report it, post it on the page, let everybody in the county know. And when that happens, like it happened this morning, if you get on it in a hurry, sometimes we can be successful. And that's what it takes.
Yeah, everybody involved.
Yes. And that's what he posted on there, and it was stolen, and we tracked it down. So that's something that I'm so proud of.